Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Eastern Kentucky community tries to stay hopeful as it continues to clean up after historic flooding. And members of a basketball team from a Kentucky university hope to lift up their region, the reason their jerseys represent.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Oh, goodness me, bless my heart. Sorry there. 5:33, I'm Dakota Makris, and it's Wednesday. We will somehow get through this week. I don't know how, but we'll get through it. Let's take it over to Brandon for a look at our forecast this morning. Brandon, I was reading that prompter, and I'm like, the words are just coming together. I don't know. Yeah. Goodness me. But we were talking during the break that we broke our severe weather alert day record.
We've tied it.
Tied it because, today. What was it? Two years ago?
17 days.
Yeah.
How long we've been in this severe weather alert day so far. And I think today will be the last one.
Right. Hopefully.
Knock on wood. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to continue to watch it for a while longer, but 17 days. It's a long time. All right, let's get into it this morning. Satellite radar for the last little bit. We're continuing to watch some fog out there this morning. Had a little bit of rain last night, but so far so good. We made it to the first day of the flood watch. We still have about almost a day to go because it expires tonight at 2 a.m. So we'll see if they let that go early or if the rain chances will continue. Take you to Pikeville this morning. US 119, US 23, looking pretty quiet there near Pikeville Commons this morning. Otherwise, we're just kind of keeping an eye on things out there. Start your day off. 64 Clintwood and Wise, 73 Prestonsburg and Wayne. A lot of folks in the upper 60s, close to 70 across the rest of the region. 72 there in Pikeville this morning. Dew points still up there, but that cold front is on the way, so that's going to knock us back a little bit, but it could also bring some heavy rain chances as we head deeper into the day. So again, weather aware, get away to get alerts, weather app, weather radio, something, and temperatures will only be in the low 80s today if we keep the clouds around today. If we get more sunshine, which is a possibility, we could see those temperatures slide into the mid 80s at times. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, members of a Breathitt County families say they are clinging to hope and positive thoughts that their loved one is somewhere safe. Nearly 2 weeks after the deadly floods, Nancy Cundiff is one of the two women missing in Breathitt County. Her family is hoping that she is safe at a shelter and isn't able to communicate with them. Chad Hedrick had the chance to talk with them about the situation.
Driving down Highway 476 in Breathitt County, you'll find total destruction from the deadly floods.
The water was like, we were all almost up to the ceiling.
Troublesome Creek became a raging river that night.
We thought we were going to be pulled out, but with a boat, but nobody came, and the water kept getting higher.
The Cundiff family was holding on for their lives.
Here's where the Cundiff family home stood here on Highway 476 in Clayhole. Across the street is Troublesome Creek, which is down a deep embankment. But in the early morning hours of July 28th, that fast-moving and high-raising water was no match for this home and the family that was stuck inside.
Trailer that came loose from the foundation and was floating down there. Troublesome.
We didn't know how long we were floating.
It's at this point the Cundiff's home broke apart and they were separated. Sister Nancy has not been seen since.
I don't know if she's okay. I don't know how badly hurt she is.
Nancy's mom, Ruby, died in the flood. Her sister and dad are staying positive and praying that Nancy is okay.
I keep saying to myself and everyone, that no news at this point is good news, because if you don't hear any bad news, then that's good.
Every passing day, the family waits to hear from Nancy, her dad, with a simple message to his girl.
I love you. I love you.
We've been through a lot, but we can't give up.
In Breathitt County, Chad Hedrick.
Troopers were also looking for Vanessa Baker. She was last seen at her home in the Lower River Caney Road area. Anyone with information on the two women is asked to call KSP Post 13 in Hazard. After President Joe Biden's visit to Eastern Kentucky on Monday, some are feeling a bit more hopeful. One place praying for help is Riverside Christian School in Moss Creek, and that's in Breathitt County. So far, the ones involved in the cleanup have made a lot of progress. They say they're keeping the faith and working as quickly as possible, and they still believe they're blessed.
The glass is not broken. It might have a little mud on it, but you know, it's not done for, which can also speak to a little bit of hope that we're not done for. God is still speaking to us just like it did to the people of the Old Testament.
Many people in Lost Creek and across Breathitt County say they're patiently waiting for help from FEMA, so after the cleanup, they can start to rebuild. UPike recently announced the UPike Family Flood Support Initiative to help people and areas hit hard by flooding. The university is also allowing students forced from their homes to move in early for the upcoming semester, and shower facilities are available for students in need. Officials also encourage people to donate to the UPike Student Emergency Fund, which helps students continue their education after being impacted by emergencies or disasters. You can visit upike.edu/flood relief and click Give Now to donate. Well, since the flooding, several national organizations, government leaders, and many others have come to the region to help with flood efforts. And now, one college team is stepping up to prove Eastern Kentucky means more to them than what's on their jerseys. Our Alyssa Williams has that story.
Using their skills for more than basketball.
Everything is bigger than basketball. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you'll meet here. So anytime you can help someone in times of need, I mean, it makes them feel good. It makes you feel good.
Hoping to lift the region they represent on the hardwood, the Eastern Kentucky University men's basketball team stopped by the donation and distribution site at the old JCPenney's in Hazard on Tuesday.
We take a lot of pride in representing Eastern Kentucky. It means something. When we put this shirt on and we put our polo on, not just when we play basketball games, but representing Eastern Kentucky is a big deal to us, and it's a big deal to all our players.
This mission hit home for the team since their head manager, Bryce Watts, is a Knott County native and Hazard High School grad whose family and friends were personally affected by the flood.
To see these families lose everything they've worked for. I have friends that's lost everything. I have a friend that his house actually ended up burning down a few years ago, and they just rebuilt everything and they've lost it again. So I can't even imagine what they're going through. So it just takes a group effort to get back to things.
Making a point of making a difference in the region they play for.
It's not what you get, it's what you give. And that's not just in basketball, but in life.
In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
The EKU men's basketball team dropped off donations and helped to unload and organize other donations coming in at the old JCPenney building. Head manager Bryce Watts says he feels grateful the team was able to come and give their time to help the place he calls home. Ada Miller is a 4-year-old from Letcher County who has learned how to find the positive in her situation. As Ada was helping her parents clean up their flooded home, she spotted a penny on the ground. Her mom says she jumped with excitement and said, "I'm lucky and I don't even have a home." Yesterday, she told WYMT's Olivia Calfee how her lucky penny made her feel.
When I found that penny, I was so lucky and I felt really good.
Well, her parents say she is a very positive 4-year-old and she has been a big help during this time. A well-known actress visited the mountains this week and met with Eastern Kentuckians. Jennifer Garner, who was raised in nearby West Virginia, made the trip to Eastern Kentucky as part of her role with the Save the Children organization. A news release from the organization said Garner was in Perry County on Sunday, visiting with kids, families, and school leaders. Well, we want to remind you that WYMT is partnering with ARH and the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky to help flood victims. Scanning the QR code on the screen with your phone camera will take you to our fundraiser page for both flood relief funds. For those of you who want to write a check, well, we have 2 addresses listed up on your screen right now. The address for ARH Foundation Flood Relief is 2260 Executive Drive, Lexington, Kentucky 40505. And for Appalachia Rises, the address is 420 Main Street, Hazard, Kentucky 41701. Still to come this morning, a celebrity opens up about a serious health struggle that affected his life for more than 1 year. That's coming up next on Mountain News This Morning.
Rain chances will hang around through today and tonight before we see a break, a much needed break in the action. I'll track out the timing in about 3 minutes.